love some Kyrie.
Oh, here it is. I'm just glad it wasn't the Lakers.
For real though, right?
There it is. I put it in the chat so you can.
All right, thank you. Okay, all right. Anybody else know anything before I'm trying to make sure we covered everything, because we went when the doctor came. It just went straight to that, and I appreciate her for being here. I really do. I really, really appreciate the doctor for being here. So let me see if I can make sure we covered everything today. Let me go to the Guardian, make sure we got everything. You guys, it's gonna be a long week. Okay, so did anything positive come out of this? Okay, so what I'm understanding from these ladies is that they want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein, and come to find out that one of them said that Jeffrey Epstein had Trump's picture, like life-size picture, sitting on his desk. I mean, there's definitely a connection here, and if you guys don't think it's a connection, shame on you. I can't talk about it tonight because I haven't had a chance to research it the way I wanted to. Trump and Jeffrey.
I don't think they should be forced to talk about Epstein. He's dead. If it doesn't have anything to do,
files, yeah.
But if it doesn't have it, yeah. But if it has something to do with Donald Trump, because why put these women through that again? If it doesn't have anything to do with Donald Trump, and if he's not involved in this, then there's no reason to bring this, to rehash this on behalf of those women, because I mean they have to be living again.
Well, first he has to prove he's not involved.
What's in the files?
But
he could be.
Because he is obviously involved, right? Like
absolutely.
There is video, photographic, and written evidence that he is involved in it. Right, so you have to first separate him from his involvement with Epstein, to then separate him from his previous victims.
But one doesn't imply the other. So I mean, if we're being fair,
right, you're right about that.
One doesn't imply the other. But I'm saying if this information puts him there, and these women can put him there, and see that he was part of this in some direct or indirect way, then yes, let's bring it into the, let's bring it to the forefront.
But it does.
It really is a waste of time.
No, how's it a waste of time? This guy.
That's what I said, though. It is a waste of time.
Yeah, how is it?
Don't happen.
I'm saying if it doesn't imply, or if it doesn't imply the president, the current president of the United States, is involved in this in some way, then it is fruitless and puts these women through something that they don't need to endure again. And the man the woman who participated and is still alive, obviously, but she's in jail. She's serving a sentence, and the man is dead. I thought what was interesting, though, that I've heard rumor about but didn't know, but there was a congressperson, a congresswoman, who confirmed that he may actually be an intelligence agent. That was interesting.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You didn't know that?
You're saying that because Epstein is dead?
Yeah, she implied it. I'll find the video.
That if Trump was participating in any sort of child sexual abuse while Epstein was alive, that it doesn't matter anymore?
No. You're not listening. I'm saying that if it does implicate the president of the United States, now then by all means. But if it does not, then there's no need to rehash.
Then why did they admit they had the Epstein papers, and then why did they not?
No. I'm not saying that. I believe that he was. I think common sense says, "With this smoke, there's fire." I'm saying if that's not the case. If that's not the case, be honest, because they can see this. Now, from what I understand, it's still redacted. So it's still in the minds of some of the people. It doesn't really count. It cannot be redacted when the intelligence agency.
Yeah, who redacts it? The
intelligence committee looks at it.
Yes, who redacts things? Yeah. Not the intelligence agencies redact them.
Right.
Nobody can read that.
And the intelligence agencies have been replaced with their head leaders by Trump. So now you have a person influencing the redaction.
Hold on, Lisa. I'm going to find that video of the woman, the Congress. As a matter of fact, when she was coming out of that hearing, she said that. Hold on.
And that would make sense.
Okay, that's weird. That's crazy.
That would make a bunch of sense. That Epstein, if you have a all-you-can-eat buffet island, then the next thing is for the NSA to plan somebody to bring in anybody of the world to get more information on them. I mean, it's kind of the CIA's playbook. That would make sense. I would need some evidence of that, but that would be spycraft 101.
Okay, I have it here. Let me see if we can play. Hold on. Y'all told me how to do this audio quality thing. See, oh, here it is. And this is for context. This is Rep Luna. Hold on a second. Damn it! What the hell is wrong with this thing here? This is Anna Paulina Luna, who she's a representative of Florida's 13th congressional district. She was just coming out of this hearing. This is what she said. Hang on.
The biggest thing that stands out to me is the victims themselves have stated that this is a lot bigger than I think anyone anticipated. We are obviously going to be requesting these SARS reports from Treasury, and also following up on that. There's some very rich and powerful people that need to go to jail. I think everyone's been frustrated as to why that hasn't happened before. But it is very much so a possibility that Jeffrey Epstein was an intelligence asset working for our adversaries. But also, too, I think the questions that we have is how much did our government know about it? And so there's more to follow, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from the chairman momentarily. But I do applaud the victims from coming forward, because we heard from a woman who was as young as 14 years old when she was victimized multiple times by Jeffrey Epstein. So that's hard to hear. I think that the files will probably be released prior. I don't know why Comer hasn't. I think that he should do it, so it wouldn't even have to come to a vote. But I mean, obviously, I've been a huge advocate, even when I was the only one in Congress calling for the release of this file. So I think I'd be happy to, guys. Thank you. The victims want information to be out there, but they don't want their personal information, I think, for good reason to be out there. So I think from the get-go, even the Attorney General stated that there's victim information that you have to make sure that's private, being that some of the victims also, too, were as young as 14, and it's child pornography. No, thank you, guys. Okay.
Can you play that first? So that first part, she says, not a spy for us. She says
she implied that he was a Mossad agent.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is really interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Information that she saw.
Now it's entrapment. It's entrapment of our elite. That's really interesting. That makes a lot more sense. Dangle candy, get people to be compromised, and then be able to do deals with them that they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, but they're not putting a gun to those men's heads and making them play with those little girls.
No, that's not the point. The point is you dangle the fruit basket in front of them, and then you compromise them, and then you say you will protect them if they do something for Mossad.
Well, if they're not corrupted to begin with, there's nothing to dangle.
No, that's why you give them a party, right? You corrupt them through the party, and then all of a sudden they have to give you $10 million worth of service to air missiles. That makes a lot of sense.
Right, but you're saying that these men are not doing something to which that they should have something held over their heads. They are.
No, I'm saying they are.
Wrong.
I'm saying they are. They're doing something wrong, and that's
okay.
why. Yeah, I'm saying they. So from that clip,
I was like really tiny afraid when you said entrapment. I was like, hold up, pump the brakes.
Oh yeah, but what I mean by entrapment is like they did the wrong thing, right? Like Epstein has this like pleasure island. These fucking assholes do something wrong that they shouldn't do anyway. Right. But to get them out of that hole, now you have power over them.
Now he's going to try to have international favors. I get that part.
Yes, that's...